This is Matt from the Comic Haul and Roundtable Discussion, and this is my weekly haul. And we're going to get things started off with a book that I have been looking for quite a while. Was able to get one on a Midnight Marauders deal, and if you don't know what that is, it's something we refer to on the Comic Haul and Roundtable Discussion as late night deals. You can usually find really good deals between the hours of 12 and 4 a.m. I was up working on a project this week, and so I took a little time later that night to hop on eBay and see if I could find something. Lo and behold, I found Bitterroot #1 for about $8. So you can find good deals if you are patient and look late at night. Also picked up this awesome cover here, man, this Homage to Juice. There's a variant of this floating around that's a virgin that looks really nice, but I just kind of like the nostalgic feel of having the movie credits on the book. So was glad to add these two to the collection, and so now I can actually start looking into reading this. But I heard it's really good. Heard it's really good. Bitterroot 1, and I think this is 10. So all right, another couple of books here. We've got Livewire #1, Bulletproof variant. Also got Killers #1, Bulletproof variant, and I've also got Livewire #10 variant. I paid, they had I guess a one-day sale or whatever. It was $5, and I got this one for I think $1. This one came from eBay. The other two came from Bulletproof. So that's Livewire #1, Killers #1, and Livewire 10. All right. Next up. Of course, if you see this for $3, I'm gonna pick it up. That is Justice League 31, first full appearance of Jessica Cruz. Hey man, $3, picking it up. I think this book is going for, I don't know, give or take $20 or something like that now. Not really sure. Hadn't really kept up with it. I actually got 30 as well. I got that for like $1 or so a couple of years ago. Next up is Harley Quinn #23, black and white variant, $3. I was like, you know what, I'll pick this up. I just like the cover, artwork on it. It's pretty cool. All right, got a little bit more chew for you all. Both of these books were actually $1 a piece. I just never took them out to repackage them. Some books I ran out of bag and boards, so I've got to kind of get bag and boards in. So a lot of these books I hadn't had a chance to put in extra in new bags and boards or what have you. But we've got Chew #10 and Chew #7. So I am rounding out the first 10 issues. Might have another one coming this week, but trying to collect these Chews, man. They can kind of be hit or miss with those. All right, here is something that's pretty cool. Got this variant straight from Stan Sakai himself. This is a collaboration comic where you see Stan Sakai and Kevin Eastman. If I can put it together for you all. Of course, I can't quite get it, but you all get the idea. See here, there you go. They did a collaboration cover. So one is Usagi Yojimbo, the other one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 100. And I forgot, I think this is just the Sakai variant or what have you, a Dogu variant. I can't remember exactly which one it is. But I was like, hey, I love both. I love Usagi and I love Ninja Turtles. I thought this was a really cool collabo, so I was like, I'll pick it up. So, and believe it or not, man, they actually sent 2 of them. So I'll probably keep one out and one to be slabbed. Another, if you see these out and about and these high number ones, grab them, man. These Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are extremely expensive. I think I paid $3 for this, but it goes for about, on average, anywhere from 15 to 45 bucks. Apparently these are extremely rare. What's crazy is that a couple of years ago, I remember I saw a lot of these at one particular store, and I just hate I never picked them up, but I didn't realize that they were that rare or hard to come by. So, all right, so this book I bought this book here and I mean it's maybe 4 or 5 hauls ago. You probably can go see the video, but I bought one of these books a while ago before the noise took off, and the same week my books came in, the noise took off, and I just started laughing when I saw it. And I was like, well, wow, like I kind of timed that just right. Mercy Sparks number 1 variant, and we've got the number 2 variant. This is from volume 2. This one is a 1 in 500, and it's autographed and by Murnoff, and no, excuse me, Blaylock. And this one is another variant. I just can't remember exactly which variant it is, but it's like, hey, you know what, Mercy Sparks, I'll pick them up. I've also had another one that was on the way, because I kind of got them all off of eBay when they were nothing. You can get them for like like $5. They were giving them away, and of course, you know, once they announced that hey, you know, there's a movie or something coming, you know, then that was all she wrote. All right, so when you see this, don't think there's a line across it. It's just the way that the bag is. But it's this is Superman 53. I paid $3 for it, and this is a newsstand variant. I usually kind of keep an eye out for Superman and American flags in newsstands, so that's usually a good combo for books. I'm also looking for a lot of Milestone Worlds Collide, so I picked up Superman Man of Steel 29, and we also have Superboy number 7, and these are from the Milestone Worlds Collide collabo. So kind of be on the lookout for those. There's no telling what they're gonna do with the whole Milestone. Really need to get some bag and boards, but I was able to get the Static Shock number 1 special. I paid $1 for that, so I was elated to have gotten that for $1. Next up, we have Static Shock New 52 number 8 final issue, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the final issue of that run. $4. So that closed out that. So I've actually got all of the issues of this New 52 run. Also, we got Star Trek Deep Space Nine Malibu Comics limited edition black fall variant for $3, for $5. Yeah, $5. So let's see if we grab that. Late run and rare issues of Savage Dragon are always a win. We've got Savage Dragon 181. We've got Savage Dragon 178. These are hard to find rare issues, and I was elated to find this. I'm gonna probably do some pressing and cleaning on this, but I've got Savage Dragon number 51, the pink variant. So was glad to have those. And also, sorry, getting my books back in order here. Get these back in order. Was able to pick up this nifty book. I picked this one up for about $35, but this is a Megaton number 3, and this, a lot of people don't know what this is, but this is actually the first appearance of the Savage Dragon. So was able to grab that and add this to the collection. This will probably going off to get slabbed, and it's got maybe a ding or two on it. I've got a lot of independent books too. this haul, which is way above the norm. Once again, excuse this bag. I've got, like I said, I've got to get bag on board, so a lot of this stuff is stuff I couldn't take out. This is Necromancer number 1. This is the Wizard World Chicago variant, black and white variant. This is apparently a somewhat rare book. I think I got this for $5. So be on the lookout for those independents, man. Independent books. I've kind of started to have an eye for those now. Another book that I was thrilled to add to the collection, God of War number 3. These are like ghosts. God of War comics are really hard to come by. I think they were extremely low print run when they came out. So if you see these, pick them up. These tend to go for a nice piece of change. Now for a little comedy. I only picked this book up here, man, just because of the cover. I'll let you see the cover, let you read it. Paid $5 for it. I mean, it says, you must, we got something going on here that says, I won't let you take him away from Brave Bear. I'm his wife. He said, well, you must come back. You're a white woman. I'm like, damn. I mean, they were just getting away with bloody murder back in the day, man, with some of the stuff that was on covers. So I picked that up. Just off the strength of the cover. But I've noticed something about Tomahawk covers, man. They were really raw covers. If you ever get a chance to look at some of them, they are really rare. Or raw, excuse me. Shout out to Al, who told me about this a while ago. I kind of never really paid attention to other issues outside of the main issue that most people have, which is the gold and black cover. But I actually saw this one. This is Tribe, number 3, and actually the final issue. So I was elated to have ran across this right here. Just digging in long boxes, man. And apparently this thing is a ghost too. This is a hard issue to come by. So I was glad to have come across this in its pristine condition, man. I mean, there's a few things, what have you, but I mean, just kind of get an idea of looking at that. You just kind of see how good that looks. So I was glad to have gotten that. So next up is another ghost that is hard to come by out in the world, nonetheless to find it in good shape, and that is the Underworld Evolution Ashcan. Was just digging in the box and happened to look down, and there it is, $3. Long box digging, man. Picked up these two. One I hate, it's got a fold in it, man. It just, I hate it. But for $3, I just went ahead and picked it up, man. It's got a little tear, so that's the only thing about some of these older books. I hate when this happens, man. But I got Grimjack number 1, and more importantly, I got Grimjack number 26, which is in really good shape now. The thing with this one is, this is the first appearance of Ninja Turtles in color. So $3. And this is averages here about 15. This one you can probably still find about 3. A lot of people don't know that this is the Ninja Turtles first appearance in color. So all right, another independent book. Clerks, the comic book number 1. Paid $1 for it. So got that one. Nice white cover. Looks good. All right. We've got Flash 38, New 52. Homage cover. This is apparently another hard one to come by. This is the 75th anniversary variant. I tried to look it up, see what it was going for. I couldn't find it anywhere. But I paid $3 for it. I thought it was a cool cover. I've seen a lot of homages, but I just really like that one. So next up, Might have overpaid for this a little bit, but it's hard to come by, and it's hard to come by in really good shape. And this book was in really good shape, so I went ahead and picked it up anyway. This is Batman Detective Comics 737. This is the third appearance of Harley Quinn. I thought it was a good deal for that price, and I mean it's the third appearance of Harley Quinn, so I just went ahead and picked it up anyway. Pick this up. This is the Todd McFarlane toy Spawn #1. It's like, hey, Spawn #1. You know, I'll pick it up at any stage of the letter. Now I'll just grab, or the matter rather, I'll just grab Spawn #1, whatever it is. Ghost Rider #40. Just picked it up, man, just purely off the basis of it being a black cover. Decided I'd go with that. You know, $3 for a solid black cover, and pretty fine, near mint condition. I wasn't gonna turn that down, man. So I went ahead and picked that up. All right, put these books back in here. These books out here. All right. Next up, the goddamn #1. Picked that up, $3. It's like, you know what? Looks interesting. I'll pick it up. I tend to pick up a lot of independent books by Image, early stuff. This was pretty nifty, man. I was surprised to find this. Paid $6 for it. It's, Grips #1. This is a Tim Vigil. I tend to, whenever I see Tim Vigil, because he had a lot of covers, man, that are like way out there. I mean, Faust #14 is one that comes to mind. He has some really graphic covers, man, and a lot of his work tends to go for pretty good money. I'm not sure how much Grips goes for, but I mean, for like $6 for a book that's in this old, that's in this kind of condition, I was like, yeah, I'll pay for that. And these are probably books that tend to get beat up over time, so I went ahead and picked it up. Now this one was a really huge pickup, man, because this is an extremely rare book, and this is Shotgun Mary Bloodlord #1. This is a version variant, man, which is even harder to find. This is like a ghost. So Shotgun Mary books tend to go for a decent piece of change. They're average anywhere from 25 and up, and so I was able to get this for $6 and a nice cover. Everything's in pretty good shape. I'd say this is probably a fine to very fine, not near mint, but it looks really good. Looks really good. So I've got to get my Mylars in, man, because I've got like a lot of books I need to get in Mylars. This is Justice League 12, Alex Ross. This is the right, they call it the left and the right variant. This is the right variant, because on the other variant, everybody just switched around. So I've got the right variant, and just picked it up, man. Alex Ross. I try to get a lot of these covers that he does, and I think I paid $1 for that. And as a matter of fact, this next batch is all dollar books, with the exception of 1 or 2. So we'll do that. This is and I'll kind of rapid fire these. We've got Superboy Zero Newsstand Edition. We've got Superman Annual #1 Newsstand Edition. We've got Sonic the Hedgehog 130. Paid that for $1. Only thing about those Hedgehog books, man, they tend to get beat up a lot. That's the only thing about some of those, but they're hard to come by. Pick this one up, Lobo City #1. This is an homage to Sin City, of course. I mean, excuse me, 17. So I picked that up. Did not have this, so I picked it up for $1. Hulk number 1. Can't quite remember which run or which run that is right offhand. Also picked up another milestone for $1. It's Icon number 7. Picked this up for $1. I've actually seen this go for about $15 in certain stores. But Hitman 16 number 1. I think there's a variant between the two. I can't quite remember right offhand. I think there is between the two Catwoman. I think one is black, one is white. But don't quote me on that. This is Noble Causes number 1 for $1. We've got Justice League of America number 17. I picked that up just because I like the cover for $1. We got Superman Annual number 2 newsstand edition for $1. Yep, when you're digging in those DC boxes, man, always look down, man. There's a lot of times you probably have come across newsstand variants but hadn't noticed it. This is Shaman Tears number 1. Finally was able to find this in a good condition that's not savaged like you would normally see in boxes. You know, if you find the silver one of this, that's the one you want. You want the silver one. All right, a couple of new books here that I picked up this week from Origin Story Comics. Picked up Star Wars Galaxy Edge number 1. This is 3rd printing, I believe. This is 3rd printing, and this is Chew number 3. This is from the spinoff of Chew. So was able to pick those up. Also from Origin Story, I picked up Batman 101. I just like that cover, man, with Griffith on it. All right, we've got more newsstand goodness. We've got G.I. Joe 108. Has a lot working for it. You have the double whammy. You have the late issue G.I. Joe, and you have the newsstand edition. So these tend to be pretty good wins if you can find them like that. We've got Superman 16 newsstand edition. So like I said, I try to pick these up, man, when I see them. Shout out to old Shannon for getting this one for me. This is Ultimate Spider-Man 79, first appearance of Ultimate Universe Moon Knight. So I was glad to get this one. Shout out to Shannon for that. Next up, we got Looney Tunes number 6. Apparently this is a hard issue to come by, man. This is a rare one. My guess could only be it has something to do with the Tasmanian Devil. So I don't know if this is first appearance of Tasmanian Devil in the Looney Tunes. I don't know. So if someone knows why this is expensive, then let me know. But this book goes for a decent amount of change, and this is one I've got to get put into a Mylar quick. So we'll sit that off to the side. Justice League America number 7. Got this already, just I did not have the newsstand edition, so I was like, you know what, I will pick that up, newsstand edition. For that, I think everybody has that in their collection. Also, I picked this one up too. This one is kind of tough to find in newsstand. That's Adventures of Superman 498 newsstand edition, $4. That's like, you know what, $4 for that, I'll pay for it. Newsstand. Also another Superman book. I got Superman Man of Steel 6. I bought this one, man, because there's a lot of what the hell is going on in this issue. But Blackout Superman getting his groove on, you know. Number 6 newsstand edition. I'm pretty sure Shannon is watching this. He's probably gonna send me a clown emoji. And for the guys in the comment hall, it's a inside joke. they'll know why. But got this, so I was like, you know what, I'll grab that. Now here's a book that is another super hard to find book, and was thrilled while I do this here. I don't want this to be sticking up while I'm talking to you all, but this next book is a tough one to come by. Really tough to come by, and was able to find this book for $4, man. Was insanity. And that is Promethea #1, and this is an Alex Ross cover. Promethea was an old series from America's Best Comics that was pretty good, but they're hard to come by, and I was able to find #1, and was like, you know what, let me grab this before anybody realizes what it is. So I was able to grab that. Can't go wrong with those Alex Ross covers, man. All right, this is a dollar book. This is Illuminator #1. I mean, I was like, you know what, for $1, I'll grab it. Sometimes these dollar books are rare to come by. That's the first time I've ever seen that out. So, Mighty Mutant Animals #6. It's hard to come by. These are hard to come by. For $1, I was like, yep, I'll take it. This is probably about a $10 to $15 book. Couple of new books I got this week. Yep, we're getting into a little bit of the new stuff. Yep, that I got. First things first is the Scumbag. This is the B cover, I believe. Got that. This book seems to be kind of heating it up. We've got a gorgeous Catwoman cover. This is Catwoman number 26. This is the Jenny Frison cover, I believe. So I just like that cover. I'm a big Frison fan. Next up, Werewolf by Night, the variant cover. It's not the variant cover, the one that's hot. That for some strange reason I do not like it. I do not like that other one that's hot. Kind of looks like a sick dog or something along that line. We've got we've got Venom 29, the variant. Now the crazy thing is, man, is that I was at a store and saw the black and white issue for cover price and didn't pick it up. I was not thinking about it. I think I was kind of in a rush, but I kind of like this one so as much. So I mean, I could have got the other one, but I opted to just go for this one instead. I've got the other issue around here somewhere, but I've got both of these. I've got the Harley Quinn. This is the Harley Quinn, Batman White Knight Harley Quinn. I've got the pink variant around here somewhere. Can't remember where I put it. It's in a box. But I think that's the A cover. This is the B cover that I just showed you all. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 55. The appearance of the new Green Ranger. Grab that. Pickup of the day for last Wednesday. One of them is We Live #1. This is the variant. Was elated to finally grab a copy of that. That is a hot book, and I've got some local stuff to people up in Atlanta. I actually had to work up in Atlanta this week, so I stopped by Dr. No's Comics, because they tend to have a huge stand of comics on Wednesday release day. So I was able to get a lot of these books that normally I would have had to drive around to 3 or 4 stores or call around and get on eBay. So I just went straight to them and was able to get these books. But we've got the Elementals track #1. This is from an artist that's up in Atlanta. Once again, I'm going to support local artists, and I thought the cover was pretty cool. So I was like, you know what, the Elements track 1. I was like, you know what, I'll grab that, man. So picked that up from Hip Hop Endeavors. Picked up another book, man. This is called Azar. This is by let me see, I can't think who this is by. TNK Entertainment. Yeah, there it is. So it's like, you know what, I'll grab that, man. I just like the cover. Also picked up I saw this cover and was like, you know what, I was just kind of drawn to it because it's like red and white, but you know, when I see these samurai books, I was like, you know what, I tend to pick them up. This is The Devil's Bride, #1 by Vault Comics. There was a B cover there, but I opted not to get it. Shout out to Origin Story on both of these books, man. One, I want to give a shout out to them. I asked them, I didn't see it when I walked in the store, but I asked them, I said, hey fellas, do y'all have a Alex Ross Spider-Man? They said, yeah. So they went back to the back and picked up one for me, man. So sometimes if you don't see it, just ask your store owner, man, and they'll look out for you. So shout out to Origin for that again. Also want to give them a shout out for this here. This is I think it's the Okazaki or Zakai or some variant. I can't quite remember, but this is a 1 in 25, and they let me get the book for cover price. So once again, Origin Story, shout out to you all again. So what I did was I actually had to go up to Atlanta. So on my way up to Atlanta, I stopped by Origin, and once I got on my way out, coming back through Clark County where I was at, I ended up stopping by Dr. Nose, so that way I wouldn't have to do a whole lot of running around on that particular Wednesday. Because some stores, it's just rough, man, when some stores get stuff and certain stores doesn't get stuff. So another hot book of the hour, I was able to get only one copy of this was on the shelf when I went. So I don't know if this is a low print run. I know there's another variant that's floating around that's extremely high, but I was able to grab one of these, and I actually got another one on eBay for like $3. So I got 2 of these, but this was, no store outside of Dr. Nose had this. Even when I got back, I actually came back into town and stopped by a couple of local stores. No stores had it, but that was the only place that had it. So I was able to pick this up. Shout out to one of our viewers. I can't remember who it was, but he mentioned it to us in the chat. He was like, hey man, be on the lookout for Concrete Jungle #1, and found it for $1. And I was like, found it for $1. I said, yep, let me grab that. So I went ahead and picked that up. Shout out to the viewer. I cannot remember who it is. Found another one of these for $1. Superman 79. I told you I usually tend to watch that flag, man. You see those Superman flags in the newsstand edition? Grab it. Grab it. Also picked up a book that kind of slipped past me. This is Thor #4. This is like the 4th printing. So I just kind of like that cover, so I picked that up. Got a few other books coming down the pike here. We've got Tom Strong's Terrific Tales #1, and then we've got the Many Worlds of Tesla Strong. I paid $20 for that. That is usually, this is usually a $200, $300, $400 book. A guy had one up, and I put it on my wish list, and he hit me up and said, I'll let you get it for $20. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and grab that. So I went ahead and picked that up. So that is that. This is the Bruce Timm cover. So was thrilled to be able to grab that. Voodoo #2 for $1. #1 is hard to find. #2 is even harder. So for $1, I was elated to be able to add that to the stash. Also, another book I got this week was Spider-Woman, Scotty Young variant. I just like that cover. The negative. I think it's Scotty Young. Yeah, Scotty Young. Yeah, Scotty Young. I want to make sure, because I know the other guys doing a lot of negative variants, and so that's kind of the hot thing. And of course, it is now time for the swag portion of my haul. And so I've actually got quite a few books, and this is usually when I usually get a text message from Shannon, because we tend to get these racy covers compete against each other. But these are from local artists. This is from Jocelyn and Christian Potter. They've got a book that's kind of based off of them. But you know, I was like, you know what, for like $2 a piece, I'll pick them up. And so, and they're pretty cool covers. I'm probably gonna slap every last one of them. So, Trophy Girls, number 2, across the board. Of course, this will not be the graphic for my for our thumbnail for this video, because I'm pretty sure they'll flag it real quick. But also was able to get number 3 and got that autographed, and I think I paid $5 for that. So I was able to get those. And the crazy deals. Now here's some of the crazy books. Okay, all right. So was able to get these. Was able to negotiate to get them down for about $6 a piece, and the other one for 10. And so we've got Omaha number 3, Omaha number 6, and the coup de grace is first appearance of Omaha, the Cat Dancer, number and a Bizarre 6, number 9. I mean, that, let me tell you, man, I did. There's some strange stuff going on in Bizarre 6. I'll tell you that. And some of the other issues, but these books are uber expensive. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. This is about a $300 book. This is probably about a $50. This is probably about a $50. These books tend to go for really good money. And the reason I went ahead and got them was because of the condition. These books are in top of the line condition. So there's no doubt that I'm going to definitely be getting this slab. It's sent off. So that is those, but that was not the craziest pickup of the week. The craziest pickup of the week came from these books. Now, I got these books from Comics Plus. Was able to get these at an immaculate deal that I was shocked on. And before I even tell y'all, now some folks are already gonna know what this is, and some folks are not gonna know what it is. But this particular book was a spoof of the old Archie comics. And so, as a matter of fact, the first issue actually had Vampironica in it, but they had to go back and pull it out, and so they took it out of the issue. And so, because they didn't want to have to deal with the Archie, you know, on their back. And they also she referred to herself as Cherry Pop-Tart, but then the I think it was Kellogg's, said, hey man, you got to drop that name. But I learned about Cherry about 3 years ago. I was up in New York. Yeah, 2 or 3 years. I was in Midtown, and just so happened to come across these books, and it was like, what the hell is a Cherry? But when I saw the artwork, I knew it had to be a spoof of Archie. So I saw the books at my local LCS at Comics Plus, and so I asked him what he want for them, and he let me get them all for like $60. And I was like, that's a hell of a deal, because these books are insanely expensive. And so I was able to get these. Now one of them is kind of beat up a little bit, but still, even to be able to grab it is still a good deal. And so that's Cherry number 4. We've got Cherry number 10. Let me slide these over. And one of the rarest ones to find is Cherry number 12. So was able to get all 3 of those for, it was about 60. I think it was like kind of like 57 or something like that with tax. Right at 60. But I was able to get all of these, man. So I was elated to get these. That'll probably get sent off to be graded, and we'll get these other ones in Mylars once I get the bags in. So I was able to get those, and so that is it for the swag portion. Here, Shannon, I'll give you one more look, so because I know you like looking at that kind of stuff. So there you go. So was able to get that. And a couple of my big hauls, my big books for the week. Number 1 is going to be we've got Marvel Age number 90. Todd McFarlane, Spider-Man. I think this is the prequel issue to Spider-Man number 1, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. This book goes for a nice piece of change, so I was glad to get this. And not only is it the double whammy of getting it for what it is, but it's also the newsstand variant, $3. So I was elated to get that book. Elated to have that to add to the stash. Also got Fathom, the Underground cover. Of course, man, being a Nirvana fan from back in the day, I saw that cover and was like, yep, I'll pick that one up. Was able to get this cover for $10 on a late night eBay deal. I actually put it in my watch list, and within like a few minutes, I guess the dude was online, whoever was selling this was like, hey, I'll let you get it for $10. And I was like, absolutely, man. So this is a hard book to find. So I was glad to get that. There's also a black variant of this that's even harder to find. So I was glad to be able to add this to the collection. Once again, that's Fathom #1. This is the Underground variant. Next up is another hard variant to find. This is the 1 in 500. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 101. This is the Big Time Collectibles variant. I could not find the actual 101 with the new character on it, so I was like, you know what, I'll just grab this one because I actually love the cover. I love the artwork on this, man. And this is let me see who did the artwork on this. It doesn't say, I can't remember. I think it's Alan Quah, if I'm not mistaken. But this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 101, the Alan Quah variant, 1 of 500. Absolutely gorgeous cover, man. Let me see if I can get that for you. Absolutely gorgeous cover. They're sitting around at the restaurant eating ramen noodles, so it was like that. And last but not least is a major pickup I got, man. We got a collection, and I was digging through some stuff and found these, and totally forgot I even had them. Was talking to Larry about it last night, and he said, yeah, I remember when you got them, and I just totally didn't even realize I had them, and was going through a box and found them. And this is a box that I got from last year. We had a big collection that we came across where we were able to get some free books from a guy who gave us his collection. And so out of that, man, I've got the Crow #1 and Crow #2, both first print and both for free. So I was elated to get those. And I think that is everything on my haul for this go around. So I think that's it. But I was just thrilled to be able to get both of those for free, man. You know, so I was elated, man. So that is it for my haul here on the Comic Haul and Round Table Discussion. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Make sure you check out our other haul videos. We've got a new 3 Jokers video up. We've also got some other haul videos from the crew, so make sure you check those out. And also make sure that you tell a friend about the Comic Haul and Round Table Discussion. I'm Matt, and I am out. Peace.